another episode of Ellie Plays Minecraft with me, Ellie the Elegant Elephant. And last episode we created this lovely little dock area around me. And I promised you guys that I would dedicate my next episode fully to all the little details. So we're actually gonna start in this area here right now. We're gonna detail the ship behind me. And we're gonna add some little more details to this storage units. So yeah, let's head right into it. And as you can see, this ship here, it's not very detailed yet, so we're gonna tackle that today. And then later in the episode, we're actually also gonna head over to Lumbria and try to get in more details there as well. And I think we also should transform this little hill over there a little bit. Could use some work. Maybe we're gonna put up some fields like here. And yeah, I actually wanna have wheat fields all around this. It's gonna give it so much more character and color. But yeah, let's do some details first. So let's get started. So one of the things I want to detail about this ship is I want to give it a nice flag. So for that I first need a really cool banner design for Lumbria. So let me gather some dyes and wool and we will be right back. So I am back and I gathered some supplies. And now let's try to make a cool banner for this farm village first. And one for Lumbria. And I think I want to have a yellow banner because we have all those yellow fields around us. So as you can see, I came up with those 5 different banners. And I like the green one for Lumbria the best. And I also like the orange one quite a bit. But I think the white one with the yellow, it's just a bit more fitting for this farm village. It's a little more subtle. The orange one is a bit too aggressive, I think. But yeah, let's go with the bright white one. And now let's make some copies of that. And done. So I gathered some wool. And now let's place a nice green flag on top of the ship here. That is blowing in the wind. And then we can place the banner there. And I guess one on the other side as well. There we go. I think that's gonna look really cool. Now let's take a look at that. Yeah, I think that looks really cool. This nice little flag up there. Now let's put in some more details for the ship. And we will be right back. So for details for this ship, I'm just gonna use some signs and some trapdoors around the outside of the ship. Because the inside and the loading dock is already quite nice. So we just want to give it a little bit more texture, I guess. Yeah, let's call it texture. So I've been working for a while on this ship now. And as you can see, I just basically placed down signs and trapdoors. I replaced some of the blocks with stairs to give it a bit more shape. But I'm quite happy with how it turned out. And now let's move on. So now I want to build up another little boat here at the dock area. And it's gonna be a really small one. I think I'm gonna use, dark oak wood probably. Yeah, because we don't have a dark boat yet. And I don't want to make it spruce because it's right next to the spruce docks, so that's gonna be very samey. Because it would blend in too much, I guess. So let's put out a little bit of a shape here. So I am back, and as you can see, we have a little bit of a ship shape now. And now we still need to put in a mast and some sails. So let's use the fence posts for that. And on top we're gonna have some fence gates going to either side, like so. And let's take a look at that. And we're gonna need the banners to put up some sails, because this is a ship from this little farm village. And I actually came up with a name for it. And I'm gonna call it Amberfield. Because it's gonna have those golden amber colored fields all around. I think that's a quite cool name for such a farmy village. Now let's put up some sails here. Maybe like that. Make it look like it's a bit blowing in the wind. Yeah, I think that looks cute. It's not a masterpiece, but it's a simple little boat sitting here in my little harbor. Guess we're gonna put in some crates that will deliver some flour or something over to Lumbria or to some other place maybe. And now I want to have it kind of connected to the dock area. Alright, so I put up some fences, but I don't like that. Or maybe we need to change the height of the docks so we can properly connect them. Yeah, I guess maybe I need to do that. Yeah, let me do that real quick and we will be right back. So I am back, and as you can see I changed the docks here a little bit. They are higher up now, and now let's see if we can connect the boat to the dock area using iron fences. And it doesn't connect to the fence, but it connects really nicely to the dock itself. So yeah, I think that's cool. Yeah, that looks good. So much better than before. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I think that gives it that extra little detail we were looking for. And we are back, and as you can see behind me, I added a wheat field and some borders to the plaza. And back there behind me, up there, I added this tiny little boat. So this is actually really simple design. It's just some slabs, then there's actually 2 boats on there, and some trapdoors to divide them, and some signs to keep them in, and some fence posts with the banners. And I gave it the banner of the farm village, and I think I might add a lantern or something on top. But yeah, it's a cute little design, which I actually found on Pinterest, so it's not my design. I don't know who made it, but I think it's pretty cool. And I think it really adds to it. And as you can see, we have a second pillager with Captain Grey in there. And actually I hope that because there's boats in there, eventually we will have some people sitting in there. That would be quite cool. It's most likely going to be pillagers as well. So we will have to name them so they don't despawn. And now I want to work on some scarecrows for my fields. So let me get some pumpkins and other materials and we will be right back. So I'll be needing some pumpkins. I will need some hay bales. I already do have some fence posts. So yeah, let's try this. Let's put you here. Well, that's one way to go. It's kind of a sad design. How could we make it better? Like that. Yeah, I guess we're gonna try different kinds of designs. And of course we can also use armor stands for scarecrows. Let me see if I can put it on this. Okay, it will not stand on top of it. That's too bad. And then I think I have to cut this before I place it, like so. And there we go. Just a little cheap scarecrow, I guess. So I'm gonna build bigger ones like this one. And I think I should use spruce fences. That would look better. Now let's see what we can do for our poor little scarecrow over here. Yes, I think that looks much better. So we're gonna have more of those. I want to have one at the dock area actually. So let me head over there. So I want one to be in this field here. And actually, probably right here. It's a good place. And for this one, I want to have a banner as clothing. Like that. Yeah, I think that looks cool. Yeah, I like that. So now, for this place here, I actually got a really cool comment suggesting that I should build a fountain or a statue of some kind here. And I really like this idea. Maybe we need to move this stuff down here to make more space for that. And the idea was to build a Scarecrow Statue, which gave me the idea to build scarecrows all over the place, which I've done now. But for the statue I want to have some other farm related items. So let me build that and we will be right back. this little hay cart here with the horsey, and I kind of like it. It's cute. It's really simple design, and it's right next to our fountain. And yeah, the horse doesn't face the right direction all the time, but I think it looks really cool to have something moving in there. And I also placed some note blocks here and there, just to make a little bit of variation. But yeah, now it's time to head over to Lumbria and work a little bit on that area. And I just love how it comes into view with the lighthouse and the ship. But yeah, as you can see, all the lanterns are the same. And I want to change that today, because I definitely overused the lanterns a bit. I still love the design of the lanterns. It's just, I think it's a bit too much. So let me try something. Put those there and there. And now let's see if we can light them. Well, we can, but they turn off again, so that's no solution. So I guess we need levers. So let me go get some levers. So I'm back with some levers, so now let's try to light up those lamps. And if we just place the lever here, yeah, I don't really like the look of that, but it definitely works though. So let's replace the button there. And I think we can do that. Probably can place the lever on the inside of the house. And I guess it's this block. So let's try that and turn it on. Yes, perfect. Now let's do the other side. And it's actually, no, it's not that block. It's the one next to it. So we need to remove that. Place lever there. Turn it on. Yes, that works. And now we just need to cover it up from the outside somehow. And I guess if we just place a trapdoor there, like so. Yes, I think that works. It's kind of simple, but yeah, you're not gonna look in there too much. It fits in with the rest of the detailing of the house. And yeah, I definitely don't like it as much as I like the lanterns, but I think it's important to have a little bit of variations in there. Now let's do the upper ones. And maybe we just have one here in the middle. Then we can put just a lever on top of it, right there. That's just gonna look like it's hanging up there. Yeah, I think that's okay. Now let's take a look. Yeah, I think that works. But I think I actually want to change most of the street lights instead of the house lanterns. And another little trick I wanted to show you is to use materials you can find all over the world without finding a specific biome. Like I have this white terracotta because now the new villages, some of the houses are built with that in the plains. So I'm just gonna use that here in Lumbria and change the bone blocks from this little house here into white terracotta. And it looks a little bit pinkish next to the white, but I think for a small house like that, it just gives this little extra variation. And I really like that. And actually you don't need to find a mesa biome for this. You just need to find a plains village. And they're quite common. And now let's do the flowers here, which I wanted to do for such a long time now. So let's just put down some trapdoors and put in some grass. Like so. Close that up. And that one too. And now let's use the white flowers. They're cute. And just like that, this little corner looks so much better. Now, let me place down some note blocks here and there. Maybe one there instead of the barrel. Yes. It doesn't change much though, but still gives that little bit of extra variation in the storage department. I always keep forgetting about note blocks looking that cool. And maybe one here. Yes, I like that. And let's put a pressure plate on top of it. So it looks a little bit more like a crate. And now we can actually go and place our lovely new banners. And yeah, I want to have one at the ship, definitely. And I guess at the rear flag is usually where you put kind of the nationality of the ship. So let's put that up here, like so. Yeah, I think that looks cool. Maybe we change the whole flags to green, like we did with the other ship. But I actually like it like that too. And now I want to place some more banners at the mayor's house. So let's head over there. And I think we're just gonna place them, well, probably instead of those lanterns, because we have too many lanterns anyway. Okay, so and so. Yes, I think that looks cool. And yeah, we're definitely gonna need to change those lamp designs. So I guess I'm gonna head into a creative world and come up with some cool designs using redstone lanterns. And then we will be right back. So we are here in my creative world, and as you can see behind me, I have loads of different street lantern designs using redstone lanterns, and some of them just use glowstone. And some of them are really bulky and I'm not really happy with them. So I decided to go with the simplest design. Those are those three we have right here. So it's just using redstone lanterns on very simple posts. And yeah, I think this design is cool. It's quite simple. It's not as bulky as the others, so it will fit in nicely with the regular lanterns, I think. So I actually changed my mind a little bit about the lantern design. So I decided to use daylight sensors instead of levers on top of them. And that way it's also really cool because then they will turn on and off during night and day. And it looks just so much cleaner, I think, if you compare that to the ones with the levers. So let's change those two. Yes, that's nice. And now I think if we just switch those to night, they will turn on once nighttime hits. Yeah, look at that. It's nighttime now, and they are glowing. That's super nice. So in order to replace all the street lights in Lumbria, I needed a lot of redstone lanterns. So first of all, I needed to gather a lot of glowstone. So I headed to the nether and did that. And I also needed a lot of redstone, so I headed to my redstone supplies. I had to get chiseled stone blocks and some walls, and I had to craft up loads of dark oak fences. And because I decided to use daylight sensors, I also needed a lot of quartz, so I headed back to the nether. I needed a lot of glass, so I smelted up a lot of sand, and I needed a lot of wood. And finally I had to craft loads of daylight sensors. And now we're here in Lumbria on our marketplace, and as you can see behind me, we have those simple lampposts using the lanterns, and because I use the lanterns all over Lumbria, it's time to replace them now. So yeah, as you can see, we have loads of materials gathered. And now let's change out this lamppost here for the new design. Boop. Put that on top. Then I think we have to pillar up a little bit, like so. Place some fences. Guess we have to pillar up a little bit more. Didn't plan that very well, did I? And daylight sensor on top and turn it to the blue setting, which turns the lantern off during day. Nice. Now let's take a look. Yeah, I like that. Now, let's do all the others. And as you can see, it looks really cool with these lanterns. They give us a new texture. So that's really cool, I think. And I think it really helps with the overall image of the town. And now, there's just another little thing I wanted to try. And that is to hang up some plants. So like this, and then we have to remove this, I guess. And now I should be able to put this here and fern in there. And yeah, that looks like a hanging plant, so that's really cool. So I'm gonna place a few of those around in this little street here especially, because it's not very green. And I guess we can have one right here as well. Maybe this one is directly underneath, and we're gonna put in this. Yeah, that's cool. Close the door. Then here we put one on the floor. Don't have too many flower pots though. And we want to have the fern here. And yeah, as you can see, all the lanterns are turned off during day. And then once it hits nighttime, they will turn on. Which I think is a really cool little detail. And let's put a flower pot right here. Yeah, that's cute. So now this took quite a while. And for my item of the episode today, I chose it to be a redstone lantern. And I am going to name it Details. So anyway guys, this has been all I've had time for today. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Ellie the Elegant Elephant, and I hope to see you in my next episode. Bye!